In this installment, we're going to be going over the NBA bets for Friday, March 28th. Let's get into it. In this installment, we're going to be going over the March 28th NBA slate we got going on Friday. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetShetsD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about that Patreon. Right now at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 9.77 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 10K, and we're well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you're already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so we can grow to a much broader audience. All right, now speaking about that Patreon, we had a very, very good Wednesday here. These were the plays on Wednesday. Wizards plus 3.5 that came through. Clippers to cover that came through. The Clippers total over 218 that came through. Celtics money line that came through. Lakers money line that came through. And then late with the change of everyone that was going to be in and out, the Bucks line was at 10.5 and they covered that number as well. The only miss was the Nets on the money line on Wednesday. And then our main parlay here came through. Clippers, Lakers, Celtics at plus 377 with the boost on there, and that cashed as well. Those are main three plays on Wednesday. So if you want to continue to smash these bets here, sign up right now. Click on that link right down below. Get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes up 24/7. I'm so excited to announce I have partnered with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert to provide you guys with an easier way to sign up with any sportsbook in your area. If you go to the link in the description down below, you will be directed to this page you see here. It automatically displays all available sportsbooks in your area plus their current promotions. For example, you could take the plays given in this video and apply it to any other sportsbooks you don't currently have and reap the rewards. Now let's get into the slate. In Barclays Center here, we have the Brooklyn Nets 23 and 50 going up against the LA Clippers 41 and 31. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, we have the Clippers as road favorites minus 700 with the comeback of the Brooklyn Nets at a plus 500. Point spread at a 12.5. Total points at 213.5. It just was 214. It is moving down as we speak right now. Full game public bet percentage here, 90% of the bets, 88% of the money all over the Clippers. The point spread, no information as of right now, but I imagine it's going to be heavily on the side of the Clippers. And then for the total points, 84% of the bets, 76% of the money here towards the over 214.5, and it just was bet back up to 214. So that's very interesting to see here. If we're looking at the injury report for both of these teams, Clippers are fully healthy. Only Jordan Miller is out. That's a backup. Seth Lundy is a game time decision. Brooklyn Nets dealing with a lot of issues here. Noah Clowney is going to be a game time decision. Trendon Watford, game time decision. Zaire Williams, game time decision. Day'Ron Sharpe is out, and Cam Thomas is out for the year. All right, the Brooklyn Nets are struggling right now. 5-game losing streak. Clippers are the total opposite here, on fire, winning 4 out of their last 5 games. And then earlier in the season, they had a matchup, and this was a over 40-point blowout here by the Clippers in LA here against the Brooklyn Nets. In this particular spot here, Brooklyn Nets at home, I do expect them to play a little bit tougher. The question is, will they cover? I do not like the Nets to cover that number. I'm always going to post that 9.5 if it's right there in that 11 to 12 range. Give me the 9.5 for the LA Clippers to handle business yet again against this Brooklyn Nets team that is sorely hampered. And I continue with this losing streak to go on forward. The only thing here is I think the value is going to be on the under. All right, the under back down again at 213. We're going to go under this number here. This Clippers team, the pace of the Brooklyn Nets as well. Both of those things do not bode well for the Brooklyn Nets team. They're missing a ton of guys that are going to be able to or could be able to score here. And they're going to have a similar problem that they had in January when they got blown out by over 40 points. Hopefully it's not that bad, but this spot here is going to be a clean sweep. Clippers money line, Clippers cover, and the under 213.5. In Target Center here, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves 41-32 going against the Phoenix Suns 35-38. Looking at the current odds for this game here, Timberwolves at home -285 with the comeback of the Suns at a +230. Point spread at a 7.5. Total points at 225.5. Looking at the public bet percentage here, 83% of the bets, 62% of the money, all over Minnesota for the point spread, 51% of the bets towards the Minnesota Timberwolves, but we got 51% of the money here. Sharps on the side, slightly on the Suns, +7.5. Total points, 79% of the bets, 88% of the money towards the over, 225.5. All right, so for the injury report here for both of these teams, looking at the Phoenix Suns, Bradley Beal is still out. He's going to be out for a couple more days. And then Minnesota Timberwolves are totally healthy here in this spot here. So what we've seen out of them, we've been with a red-hot fire Phoenix Suns team trying to solidify themselves in the play-in tournament, trying to get themselves ready here in position. Hopefully, we try to make it out of it, but they're definitely trying to secure a play-in spot. All right, that's why they won 4 out of the last 5 games. They just came across a team here in Boston that's just on another level. Timberwolves have struggled mightily, only winning 2 out of the last 5 games. Very up and down. Big question marks here, losing to the Pacers twice, the Pelicans as well, and only beating up on Utah and the Pelicans. All right, so a lot of question marks there. After Minnesota had their stretch and run when Julius Randle got back, they were on fire, and now they are struggling mightily. All the values on the side of the Phoenix Suns here. This is a hungry team. Plus, you got triple revenge narrative here. The Minnesota Timberwolves have beaten the Phoenix Suns the last 7 games. 7 games in a row they have beaten the Phoenix Suns here. So this spot here, I'm going to have to lean with the Phoenix Suns. They have more to play for. Give me the points +7.5. All right. I think we've seen a valiant effort in those first 2 matchups. They got blown out in the third, but I think this is the 4th and final one, very similarly to what we saw in the Memphis game yesterday. Memphis and OKC. Right now, they have an opportunity to cover that number. There is still some time left in there. I think I'm gonna lean to the Suns in this one. +7.5 for the total. I like the over 225.5. They've gone over this total in 4 out of the last 5 games as well. Both of these teams, well, Phoenix, they played more inspired defense, but their bread and butter is scoring, and I think scoring is going to be at the precipice here with the two best 3-point shooter teams, both of them in top 5 percentage there. Love the over 225.5. In 5Z Forum here, we have the Milwaukee Bucks 40-32 going against the New York Knicks 45-27. Looking at the current odds here, we have the Knicks as road favorites here, -115 on the money line with the comeback of the Bucks at a -105 point spread at a 1.5, which pretty much is a pick 'em, and total points at 222.5. No public bet percentage as of right now, but for the injury report here, New York Knicks dealing with a lot of issues at the point guard position, and this at 3, that's their starting point guard, their backup point guard, and their backup point guard, or you can say the backup point guard and the backup shooting guard are out. So the Knicks are really hampered with injuries here. Cameron Payne out, Miles McBride out, Jalen Brunson out, and Ariel Hakporti, who's their rookie center, is out as well. For the Milwaukee Bucks, we already know about Damian Lillard. He's out. Jericho Sims is out. Bobby Portis is out, and we're waiting on news about Giannis. All right. For me, I think it's more concerning on who is going to run the offense here for the New York Knicks. All right. Who's going to try to get the ball to Karl-Anthony Towns, and who's going to be the ball handler, because the Milwaukee Bucks are still going to be able to apply pressure here, despite the fact no Damian Lillard's on the court. That's fine. As long as I get Giannis, I know Gary Trent Jr. and the cast and crew that they got there, and that culture that they have defensively, they're going to show up. All right. I do want to check one thing here. We're looking at, I want to see the New York Knicks as road favorites, because I don't think that has happened that often. Let's go. We're going to team rankings here. You can use this to get your odds here, but as away favorites for the New York Knicks, I just want to make sure. All right, just some of these numbers obviously is going to take into account that Jalen Brunson is playing, but I definitely do want to make sure with the New York Knicks here. So they're definitely not top. They're 12 and 14, so they're slightly under 500. Okay, so under 500 in this spot as road favorites. I know. I'm just looking at it like it seems kind of funny that they're favored on the road. Matter of fact, let's see the Milwaukee Bucks as home underdogs. All right, let's see if we can get that as well. Milwaukee Bucks, how they play in that situation. I'll start at the bottom. They're 3 and 4. 3 and 4, so just almost 500, just under. Okay. Similar for both teams. All right. In this particular spot here, we have a triple revenge narrative. The Milwaukee Bucks have lost double revenge narrative. Milwaukee lost to the Knicks in the first game in November and then in January 12th. Obviously, those are games with Jalen Brunson, a fully healthy New York Knicks team here. This one, both teams are severely hampered, and I think more concerning is with the Knicks, with 3 guards that are absolutely gone here. I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Bucks, and this is a team in the Knicks that we have not trusted at all. We were lucky to get that game against Washington where they took them and they covered the 15.5. Before then, they were struggling mightily ever since Jalen Brunson's got injured, and now you're talking about 3 guards are out. I have to go with the Milwaukee Bucks in this one. Give me the Bucks as underdogs plus 1.5. And for the total, I'm going to lean towards the over 222.5. In Ball Arena here, we have the Denver Nuggets 46 and 28 going against the Utah Jazz 16 and 57. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, we have the Nuggets as huge home favorites minus 2,000 with the comeback of the Jazz at a plus 950. Point spread at 16.5. Total points at 237.5. For the injury report, because we have no public bet percentage as of right now, Utah Jazz has a ton of outs here. Jordan Clarkson's out for the year. Lauri Markkanen out. Elijah Harkless out. John Collins out. Taylor Hendricks is out for the year. Denver Nuggets, we're all waiting on confirmation on their main players: Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon, Christian Braun, Michael Porter, Jamal Murray. All of them are game time decisions. We have to wait on news if all 5 of these guys are in. If Jokic and Jamal Murray are in, those are the most important for me. If they're in, then we're going to be all in on a complete sweep. All right, so my information here is take the Nuggets as once you get confirmation on Murray and Jokic, they're both playing, then this is a complete sweep. Give me the Nuggets money line. Give me the Nuggets to cover the 16.5 for this one. I'll take the 16.5 for this one. Give me the Nuggets to cover that 16.5. And for the total, I would lean over total 237.5, or just take the Nuggets team total over. I think they clear that easily against this G League Jazz team here in this spot. Last but not least, here in Smoothie King Center, we have the New Orleans Pelicans 20 and 53 going up against the Golden State Warriors 41 and 31. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, Warriors are huge favorites on the road, minus 700 with the comeback of the Pelicans at a plus 500. Point spread at a 12.5. Total points at 222.5. Looking at there's no public bet percentage, but so looking at the injury report here, Golden State Warriors, I would like to get confirmation on Stephen Curry being in this game. The Golden State Warriors are coming off 2 embarrassing losses against Atlanta and then really against Miami. Jimmy Butler coming back to Miami. Miami was very motivated in that spot, and they won outright and blew out the Golden State Warriors. So this is a little bit of a bounce back spot for the Warriors after those 2 games. And if you get Stephen Curry back in the mix, that's definitely bodes well for the cover of the Warriors. For the Pelicans, they are absolutely decimated. They're clearing out the entire starting 5, whatever that was left. And this is a whole bunch of backups, all right? So Brandon Boston out, CJ McCollum out, Zion Williamson out, Trey Murphy out for the year, and Herbert Jones is out for the year. So they have absolutely given up. Despite that, they did beat Philadelphia, who were starting a whole bunch of backups as well, and they blew them out by 13 points. That is not going to happen in this spot here. This one is going to be a clear-cut blowout by the Warriors. Give me the Warriors on the money line. Give me the Warriors to cover the 12.5. I'll post the 9.5 as usual. And for the total, I'm going under 222.5. I don't see the Pelicans be able to get close to 100 points in scoring here, and I'm going to lean towards the under 222.5. All right. So that's going to be our selections for the Friday slate. Let me know in that comment section down below if you agree or disagree. We could definitely debate about that down below. If you guys want to sign up for the Patreon and get connected for March Madness as well, the future for March Madness is still out. The team is still alive that I chosen. So if you want to find that out, or if you want to find out the NBA Finals future, you click on that link, write it down below, get connected. You're getting access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes out 24/7. This your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.